What comes to one's mind when hearing the name Messi? A football legend having clinched 5 times the Ballon d'Or award, making him undoubtedly one of the best ones out there. Having initially made his debut with FC Barcelona, he's had fans hoping he would stick to the same till the day he calls it quits. However, here's the big twist. As per statements of Mundo Deportivo, a Spanish outlet, Messi is planning on quitting Barcelona and joining the MLS, leaving us all shook up in return. The spin on this rumor has had everyone wondering if, in spite of being moved to Barcelona at just 13 and having his family settled there as well, would Messi still consider the move? Let us look inside some factors indicating why he could actually be serious. This is Goals Side, and here's why Messi might be on an MLS move. Number 1, prior to Beckham's Miami franchise coming into MLS in 2020, it's already holding links with big names of football like Suarez and Ronaldo and Messi. In fact, Beckham has also reportedly said, everyone has their wish list, everyone does. But if you look at the way Leo and Cristiano are still playing, even at what you might think is the later stage of their careers, I don't see it ending for them. That being said, even though considering Messi's age and his salary makes it hard for just any team to try to come at him, we are well aware of how USA investors would not budge when it comes to money. 2. Although Messi claimed to never play for any European club other than Barcelona, and despite the club having offered him a contract for a lifetime, sources report he is already in the thoughts of leaving Camp Nou as his deal includes a yearly option for exit. That could lead him switching to US and trading those red/blue stripes for MLS Inter Miami pink ones. Why it should shock us considering how a number of famous names go stateside by approaching the end of their careers? Messi, however, though 32, seems to be ready to clinch more major trophies. No need to fret just yet. The MLS will not be expecting Messi almost until the next 2 years. Until then, Barcelona is going to keep a good eye at the situation and will continue its practice of trying to persuade him into signing the lifetime contract at the club before the expiration of his deal comes in 2021. Currently, while Messi recovers from his calf issues that caused him to miss out on the opening of his team's title defense and was compelled to witness his team lead a draw against Osasuna, this in turn led to a misfortunate start for his team in the season, which could be put to an end without their number 1 star. Thus, knowing his importance in the team and how they struggle without one of their greatest players of all, would Messi still be willing to make the change? Through the course of his career up until now, it was clear how Messi was always determined in playing just for Barcelona as long as he looked into retiring, but recent reports have suggested a change in career plans that would surely stir up great changes in football overall, seeing how, just with an injury, his team seems to be struggling without him. Like we mentioned earlier, reportedly he seems to have rejected the extension contract with his existing club and looks willing enough to leave without any cost given his existing option that allows him the leverage to leave the club as each season comes to a halt. The idea of leaving, however, is entirely in the hands of Messi himself. David Beckham, on the other hand, with his planning for Inter Miami, surely knows this is one tough situation, all with getting the stadium and the team ready. However, I bet we all know it would be comparatively easier to get a hold of the best players in football once the team is ready and on the go. With Messi on their side, they would be an even bigger attraction to grab the attention of other greatest players like him. But by the time Inter Miami enters the MLS and opens their stadium, the Miami Freedom Park, by 2022, Messi will be hitting 35, which would still mark this switch to be the biggest switching and signing in the history of football, despite the age. As if this itself wasn't news too big for fans to handle, another question stirring up media seems to suggest if we could ever witness not just Messi, but also Ronaldo joining the MLS in, say, about 5 years or so from now? As unpredictable as football is, and seeing their apparent friendliness towards each other at the FIFA Best Awards, can you even imagine how enormous it would be to have both the greatest players in the history of football coming together to play for one team? We can't really blame Beckham for dreaming of the two coming together now, can we? Let's keep our fingers crossed until Messi lets us know of his big plans that could very well depict the future of football as well.